Yeah, my name's Warren Handley. I moved out here in beginning of 2005, emigrated from the southeast of England and have been living in Brisbane ever since. I've studied fine art at QCA Gold Coast. It was Bachelor of Visual Media, majoring in fine art, and then I've just completed my honours year at the same place. And basically the body of work the honours body of work was a continuation of work started in undergraduate study, and it basically looks at mapping and cartography. A lot of the research is based on sort of cartographic research, the history of cartography and the process of it as well. This piece here, Winston's Walk, basically this form was being created from various points in Google Maps, connecting them up to make this sort of like geometric form. And this process began where I was looking at places on Google Maps of my hometown, and I started to see like places of like familiar points, like my nan's house or where I went to school, and then I started to sort of realise the relevance and the relativity of other points. I connected that up, and then it was just an intuitive process to connect them up, and then the cartographic forms or diamond shapes were made from that. And with Winston's Walk, it was basically walking my dog and seeing how he moves his environment through where he leaves his scent on each walk in the exact same place. So basically he was the map maker and I was the cartographer for him. Developing from that for the honours body of work, I was looking at sort of how cartography can be seen, like the process of imposing a human-made geometry on the world can be seen in how furniture is made, imposing like wooden objects and constructing them into these sort of like geometric forms and shapes. And the same goes for making cities and building sort of basic city architecture, flattening the roads and building these big prisms. So basically my work sort of explores that, and also the response in materials as well. There's always been a battle between the process versus the material, and where the process becomes sort of the concept, responding to materials as much as what you're sort of drawing or what comes out from the process. So a lot of the assemblages that are within this body of work sort of more based on an intuitive sort of studio practice, where the response to the materials is more significant than the process to make these forms. So yeah, that's found object's been quite a sort of important sort of aspect of the work recently as well, because I was interested in how with a found object it has this inherent marks and this rawness to it, but if you were to replicate that in a studio practice, like would it be more relevant, or would it be as relevant as if it was found? Like what's the boundaries between a found object that has generally gone through these ephemeral processes through its however long's life, or whether making them,
like that.
yeah.
Well,